Hello,
Hello.
welcome back, everyone. How you doing, Gus?
Welcome. Very good. Very good. We're gonna do a
Good,
short
good.
one today because we need to. I have to
Yeah,
run in like
this
20 minutes.
yeah, this is the equivalent of speed dating, but for building products.
Speed building. Yeah.
Speed building. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We're
like
getting
that.
to a point where you can actually build very fast. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna
I
give ourselves a little bit of a challenge.
yeah I'm doing this inspired by your supplement idea that we did the Found Fit. Uh, I started taking some supplements. I'm using GPT to do like this training routine with some objectives. And yesterday I built an app on Replit to follow my whole like a health tracker. It's so easy. It's amazing.
I know. And this is what everyone's saying right now is right. Be your first customer, solve your own problems, and then scale it. And so for anyone that has been watching this from previous episodes and been following us, one, apologies.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Secondly, we do plan to come back to Fount. So this is one of the products that we still believe in. We've got some ideas. We want to do some marketing and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We do want to come back to that. But yeah, it's super. These sorts of things are really one, fast to build, and using AI really really useful, right?
It's amazing. Yeah. I went from having like a printed Excel file to having like my own little app where I mark the supplements I took. I get like my training routine for the day, mark it as done, have like YouTube videos explaining the movements. Simple stuff, but like I did it in like a few minutes. Very cool.
Exactly. It's just saving time. So we did say we're going to be quick. Again, hello everyone. Episode 1,412.
1 million.
Um,
100 million.
we,
Uh, of
so
roadmap to nowhere.
of road to nowhere.
We have to say it at some point.
Always plugging.
Always, always be forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah, reminding everyone what they're listening to. Um, so the background to this idea is I heard another podcast talking about um, the rise of the number of apps that are going to be on the market soon that all look exactly the same, and
Yeah.
how you as a potentially new business owner or starting up as a startup, how you differentiate, how you crucially build trust that this isn't just a
Yeah.
fleeing app that's going to be gone next week or whatever. And the whole kind of belief system was actually if you can find a design, a UI, and a unique experience in some way, shape, or form, that gives your
Yeah.
audience a little bit more trust that you care about this stuff. That you're going to be on the market tomorrow,
Yeah.
um, and you're more likely to retain those users and build the business. So that's kind of the
Yeah.
hypothesis. What we were talking about is, okay, in a world where we're not designers, how can we
Yeah.
use AI to do exactly that? So
How can we use AI to make it
I'm
seem like it's not AI?
exactly, yeah. Like I've been writing prompts this last week saying, "Can you give me a UI that makes it look like I know what I'm doing?"
Nice. Yeah. Good prompt. Yeah.
Yeah. It started out like that. So what we're gonna do today is we've got the same prompt for FAMFit, so our supplement. We're going to use the same prompt in two design AIs. I'm going to use Aura
Yeah.
Chat,
I'll use
and you're
Stitch.
using which one?
The Google one,
Stitch.
Stitch.
Perfect. And then we'll take the design code that spits out, and then we'll plug it into Replit and see whose build we prefer.
Yeah.
And we're going to
Or
try and
even the
do that
design.
in yeah. We can have a look
15
at the
minutes.
designs and then 15 minutes. Right. Okay. So I've sent you the first prompt. Let me just show you the
I,
users quick. The users, not you,
yeah.
the
t-
audience.
do you want to describe the prompt? It's long that I wouldn't read it, but if you want to describe it, I
Yeah.
already have Stitch open and I put the prompt in there. Let's design for mobile. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that. So the prompt that I've given it is, I won't read the whole thing, as you said, it's quite long. So we've given a bit of a background about what FountainFit is. It's a wellness assistant, if you like, for people that want advice on supplements, etc. But what we've given specifically is instructions about kind of what sort of design we want. So we've given it an explanation as to how the users should feel. So the coach meets the companion, that kind of thing. Like it's personalized. It should feel trusted.
Mm,
All of those kind of good things. And then we've
mm,
gone into a little bit of detail about specifically the outcomes rather than the actual specifics of the design. So we want it to
mm.
be distinctive. Why? Because we want to separate ourselves from every other design that's currently hitting the market. We want it
Yeah.
to feel like there's a high-end part element to it in terms of the UI because we want the users to trust that we care about this stuff, and we do care. We just can't care as well as our professional designers at the moment.
We care, but we're not putting money behind it.
Yeah, yeah.
We care just
Money
with
or
our hearts, but
skill.
not our wallets, okay?
So why is that important? Because maybe like as a user, you feel like these products are going to be here today, gone tomorrow type thing. So actually people who've put effort into this, you trust it a little bit more.
Yeah.
We actually have
Yeah, good
specifically
design
said,
builds trust. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We want it to be unlike all the generic wellness apps out there. So we've actually asked for some distinction there. And we've asked it to use modern design elements. And we've given it like the various parts of the journey that we want it to concentrate on. So
Perfect.
onboarding, the wellness plan, tracker, etc. So if I just quickly show the users, I'm just going to show you the Aura site.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
Yeah, let's show
show
the
them.
landing page, and I'll show the also Stitch.
Yeah, I'll do that quickly
I
now.
haven't tried
So
Aura. I don't know
share.
if you've tried Stitch. What I like about Stitch is it gives you like a Figma file, and then you can make your own edits, which is quite cool.
Yeah, so Aura, is here. So if I come out of here now, he says Aura chat. And this is basically their site.
By the way, you
And
gave
you'll
me a
see
very
that I've
nice
done.
microphone that I forgot to plug, so sorry if the sound is not great. I do have the
It's
mic.
fine.
I just didn't do this action.
Yeah, my camera's broken, so we are suffering. If anyone wants to donate kit to this podcast, feel free to do so.
Yes, yes,
Right. So can you see my screen?
I can. This is still
Perfect. So
Aura.
this
It's
is
completely different
yeah,
design.
this is Aura. Yeah, Aura chat. So
Okay.
it's like every other LLM that you see there. It's kind of a prompt. And the cool thing is that you can put the prompt in here, and it will immediately come up with a design that you can drop either into a Figma file, like you said, or actually as HTML code that you can put straight into your vibe
Oh, that's
coding
cool.
products of choice.
I
You
don't
can
know if I'll
attach
get that
images.
from Stitch, but let's see. We can always put
Okay,
a screenshot. Yeah.
okay. And then it's also got some like trending designs. So it gives you a sense, like for someone who doesn't know this stuff and know what's trending at the moment, like it gives you the answers here and all the componentry. And you can choose between mobile. You can, choose
Yeah.
specific use cases. So like, for example, if we want to go for mobile,
It looks
let's
very
go
different from a
browse.
typical, replet. It's all the same.
It
It's like
does.
a header, the little boxes.
Yeah.
Those on the
So
left look like the replet ones.
yeah, these here. Yeah.
Yeah,
What I've
those are
noticed
the replet
about
designs.
Aura is, yeah, Aura likes the dark backgrounds. It likes dark
Mm,
modes, so it tends to favor that unless you tell it not to. But you can pick one of these, for example,
yeah,
and then you can kind of
I like dark mode too.
vibe design. Yeah. So you can actually pick the code here, copy, and then you
So you
can't
can
see that
you can
underneath the
reuse one
screen.
of these. You can like remix and like make your own edits and so on. That's very cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you click
So
remix here, then you just give some instructions there. You can say, well, I don't want this monthly spending. I want this as a supplement. And then it will remix that accordingly. It opens up a chat here. So it's quite cool. I'm getting used to it, but I will keep practicing. I don't know if you want to share what Stitch is
yeah,
doing at the moment.
I can share Stitch. Sure, they're getting a lot of free publicity with the launch of Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, there you go. Dad joke. Dad joke.
I actually have, wait, look what I have.
Oh man.
I just have like a toy drum there. Yeah, so again, like similar design as the one you were showing now, like the trendy
Yeah,
designs. And you have a bunch of examples, some photo library, stuff like that. They look more replity, more like
yeah,
Google Sites. I don't know if you remember those. AI for your UI, nice. And you can export codes, you can do adjustments, you can
nice.
build with Gemini. So free of charge because Google has the money.
You got
And
money, money,
I have
money.
money. So I have the prompt here. I set it to
Yeah.
mobile. You can add images for reference, I guess. I need to log in for
Hmm.
that. I have not logged in. Let's generate designs. See how long it takes. It's
Yeah.
working.
So what I've noticed is that um, Aura takes probably about 5 minutes.
Mm.
So let me see what it comes up with first. I'm going to give it like almost as least help as possible and see what
Yeah,
it
I
comes
just
up with.
copy pasted what you gave me. Just deleted the
Yeah.
title. That's the only thing, the only change I made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here you can change the. Let's see how long it takes. Hmm. Apparently I wasn't logged in, but I see my picture there, so I guess I was.
Yeah. Then if we like this, then I'm going to slap this all over Fount and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
make it make it look like
Yeah,
we care about UI,
which we do.
which we do, which we do.
Which we do. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, do you know what I think? Uh, so this is great for this way round. We're still waiting for this to produce something, but oh, mine's coming up with something. So,
Okay.
but
I'll
what I
unshare
think,
and you can share.
I was going. I'll talk as it's building. But one of the big use cases that I still can't solve for yet is where you've got like an existing company. Um, so you're not building from
Mm.
scratch. You may already have a design system,
Yeah,
um, and how you take your existing design system and then put it into this and it be really accurate.
that's amazing.
Because
So-
yeah, that's the use case that I think every designer is waiting for.
Yeah,
Because what I'm seeing a lot is that the designers are having to almost recreate their design system in these tools. What they
yeah,
really want to do is just drop it in.
yeah. That's super cool. So yeah, if you're a designer now, you can work 10 times, 20 times faster.
I mean, that's exactly the
It's
dream, isn't it?
pros
And
and
then
cons, right? If you're employed, it's amazing, but you don't need as many designers now
yeah,
for the same output.
exactly. So I
Which
don't know.
actually had asked me if I wanted to continue. I don't know why it asked me. So that's why it wasn't working. And now that I said yes, please, it started working and it already put a bunch of stuff in there.
Okay, so this has come up with something that I haven't seen before, in so much that it's probably the dullest design it's actually presented with me so to me so far.
Mm,
But whilst yours is maybe still working, I'll just show you that there's a prompt builder bottom left
mm,
here. So what you can do there is actually now like target specific elements. And what I like about this is this adapt from
ah,
template. So what it should do is load up some templates that we could choose. So let's say health or something like
so
that. What does it
you
come up
can,
with?
and can you make your design look more like this, or will it start all over
Yeah, so I
again?
can. So it kind of like it's almost like a vibing. So it will take the elements that it believes in and then adapt it to this. So let me see if I can add that to the prompt. Creates the code there. So then I just enter it, and then it iterates again, basically. But you can pick your colors. You can actually, if you know a little bit more about design than I do, then you can actually pick your shadowing, how the borders work. Whilst this is doing, I'll show you all of the different things, the layouts, typeface, and any animations. So if you know exactly what you're doing, you can actually, manipulate it in a prompt builder. But what I like about it is for people that don't potentially know what they're doing, we can just give it a prompt and see where it goes. This is still working, and you see it's building in real time. You can start to see it slightly evolve.
Medcore Health. We're going
Medical
very
health.
medical.
I know.
Mine is done. It's quite
Okay.
quite basic, but I mean it's fine. To be
Yeah.
honest, I think what we have already it's better. But
Yeah.
let's see.
I'll be interested to.
So these are all like you can open all of
Yeah.
this in Figma. So you have what are you got what I can't do. Ah, yes, I can. What are your wellness goals? And then somehow there's like a plan for nutrition, supplements, yoga, mindfulness. I don't know if this was part of the prompt or not. It's different from what we built.
Okay.
Progress on activity, morning walk. So it's not supplements, it's like everything. It just kind of
Yeah, it's got
probably copied from
supplements as
basic
an
stuff.
area rather than yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have a
Maybe that's
chat,
the
and then you have like a. So it went quite generic. It went like, okay, health, what do they have? All of this crap. Okay, let's put everything in there. Um,
yeah.
but I mean, it's
I'm going to say
valid. It's
make.
not, it's not, it's clean, which is good. Quite spaced out and so on, which is nice. It's not going to
Yeah.
win any awards for sure, but I don't know if any AI designs are going to win any awards for a while.
Well, this is it. I think what we're looking for at the moment is almost 1% improvements on what's being spat out of your vibe coding tool of choice, right?
Yeah,
And
I'm
that,
just going to
yeah, like
show
you say,
our
that's what
current
we're looking.
design. So, I mean, I
It's not,
wouldn't say the other one is way better. This part is like has
no,
animations and it's quite cool.
yeah, I think there's parts of it that could. But what I like about this is that it's a start, right? So um, from personal experience, I can tell you that to get Fount to where that was probably took about
Mm.
2, 3 days, quite
Representation.
solid, of like,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah,
no, no, not like that, like this, like not like that, like this.
yeah,
You remember we had Nina on as well, like a UX professional going, this
yeah. We
doesn't
had
work, this
a
doesn't
pro.
work. Yeah,
What
exactly. So maybe
what's
this
nice
helped.
about this
Sure.
is you get a bit more control on the design because like Replit does the design
Yeah,
for you, right? But this one gives you a bit more control, I think. What I
yeah.
haven't seen yet, and we can try it, is how well does Replit translate the work you did here into Replit? Because if it
This
just
is what I'm
ignores
going to do.
everything like it sometimes does, then you don't need this. You can just work directly on Replit.
Yeah,
Do you want to
I'm
try with your design and we put it on Replit and see what it does?
yeah, I'm doing that exact thing now. So build the MVP of the product
But
and have it using the
it
following design
it's
system.
crazy how far these have come, like in a few months. Like
Yeah.
imagine how this will be in a few months. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. Even like I know we seem like a little bit wedded to Replit at the moment, but even
Oh,
even with
Replit is
Replit,
improving a
like
lot.
it's huge, the huge leaps. Am I, no, okay,
They now added a
understand.
feature where you can select the part you want to change. Did you see that one? You can click on the frame and
Yeah.
say change this part. A lot easier. You don't have to write as well now. You can point like you did to the designer. This one, this part, this square, the squiggy part.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's the bit that designers can say now as a win. Like they don't get idiotic product managers trying to tell them how to design stuff.
Well,
Um,
but I'm sure. tech people and designers are getting product managers saying, "Hey, I built it already. So what do you think?" So
Yeah,
which
and they go
is
fine. Yeah,
which is gonna happen. So you kind of like fight it, but again, like where are you in that equation? So it must be uncomfortable.
yeah.
And I'm sure not as good as they can probably do it, but it's very pragmatic and fast. So sometimes something out is better than something perfect, you know?
Yeah. This is where the use case that I think isn't quite there yet. Like as I said, the designer who's really good, has great taste, understands design and UX. The what they want is a way of speeding up their process. They don't want the AI to think about the design for them. They just want
Yeah,
them
yeah,
to
yeah.
take their knowledge and their thoughts and make it come to life faster.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
use case that I don't think quite exists well yet. Hey
yeah, yeah.
Alex, look at me.
I
See,
hired a freelance designer for CloudFit for my brand. Um,
hmm
because I had done the designs until now, and I'm not a very good designer. And he gave me like a quote with research, like the typical, things that you would do in the old world, like research on this many hours. And so I'm like, no, no, look, I'm hiring you for your good taste. Like, feel free to use
yeah,
AI, just
yeah.
make the right decisions and use your good taste, which is better than mine. And then I got a quote that was less than half of the previous quote. uh, because I was
Really,
just AI is welcome. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just need something faster and cheaper. That looks good.
yeah,
All right, look at
yeah,
that,
exactly.
Alex.
Yeah, you notice how like much it loves because it loves the dark mode. Loves the
Yeah,
dark mode.
it loves. Come to the dark side.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
There's
know.
nothing more like dark than a health app that's like I feel a little bit like dark Darth Vader type. Take these supplements.
Take this. They will make you stronger. Infinite power.
Yeah.
That's my James Earl Jones imitate. Infinite
Oh,
power. Yeah, my
nice,
voice is not deep enough.
nice. Well, I'm watching that Argentine award-winning Netflix at the moment.
Oh, the
Have
one
you
with
seen this?
the apocalypse thing.
Yeah. Have you seen
Uh,
it?
I d- Dude, I like it a lot. There's some weird
Yeah,
stuff I
it's
didn't like,
pretty.
but it's very good. Yeah. The Eternauts, El Eternauta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that
Yeah, yeah.
mean? What does that mean in English?
It's like an astronaut of the ether, I guess. The Ethernaut. It's a made up word.
Ethernauts.
It's a
Yeah.
comic book from the 50s in Argentina that got very popular, and when they had the whole there was a dictatorship at one point in Argentina where they basically killed 30,000 people or something like that. And the author was
Mm,
one of them, plus his family, because he was involved in some like leftist groups. So it has
okay.
a lot of political baggage, even though it's not in the series, which I like. It's not
Yeah.
political at all. Yeah.
No,
And it's all in my
but it
neighborhood, by the
turned.
way. Like they filmed it where I grew
Was
up.
it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like close to where I grew up. Yeah. A lot less
It
snow.
took a turn. Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say so much snow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I just started watching it, and then all of a sudden, for anyone who's planning to watch it, this is a spoiler. These
Yeah.
bugs just turn up, and I was like,
Yeah.
didn't see
Yeah.
this out, didn't see this coming.
That's a lot of my friends were like, I was into this and now I'm not anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah,
But
yeah, a
once you
bit like
accept
that.
those, it's still good. I don't know
Yeah.
if did you finish already?
No, it's not finishing. It's not
Yeah.
finished yet, but
No, no, I
it's
mean,
started
did you
building.
finish the series? Not the.
Oh, sorry. No, I've got maybe one more, I think.
The ending is quite
Um,
good. It's just
is it?
the bug part, which is annoying. Like I'm sure they were brainstorming, or this guy was like, what could we make the aliens? Maybe like a crazy wolf, or why don't we make them like little bugs, like the dung bugs? Okay, fine. They're easy to draw. Like
we've got
this,
loads of costumes already made.
yeah, there was a parade that basically was
Yeah,
canceled, and they had all these bugs.
yeah. It would really help us out
Yeah,
if we can use those. Okay.
yeah. Like you'll save a lot, and then they showed the number, and he was like, "Okay, fine, let's fucking do it." Yeah,
Oh dear, dear.
yeah,
Uh, so yeah, I mean, you can see that it's still building. You can see, I think, that it's not the traditional
yeah.
design.
It's not. Yeah. How
That,
how far is
um,
it from what you got on Aura? Like how creative did Replit get? How much did it adapt?
so this is the design for. Can you see this?
No, I can only see
This is the
Replit
Aura
now.
design. Ah, okay. How can
I
I?
think you're projecting just the
Oh,
window.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Let me.
In real podcasts, they don't do that kind of shit. And they
I don't
don't
even know
forget
how to
to
get
plug in the
back.
microphones. Yeah.
I don't even know how to stop now. So hang on. Window, entire screen. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
See? Oh no!
Oh no, Inception.
There you go. There you go. Right. You see my screen now?
So this is the design you got in Aura.
This is the design we
It's
got an
nothing
Aura.
like what you just showed me. It's way better. Replit. So
Yeah.
if you're
So
working with Replit, I don't know if I would use one of these tools because Replit will do whatever it wants anyway.
I have managed to get it to do some cooler stuff. So let me see if I can look at another app whilst we're waiting for that to finish. So,
One
but
thing
it
that
does
tends to
take
work is,
prompting, right?
yeah,
No, go
yeah,
on.
no, and one thing that tends to work is if you give it a screenshot and say, look, do a homepage that looks like this, it will be fairly similar. In
Yeah,
this
yeah,
case,
yeah.
it just got like the
Yeah,
look and feel and did something else.
exactly. Um, so let's look at FountFit 2.0. So this is the real one at the moment. So if I load the preview, I don't love it at the moment. Come on. Load, 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 load. So I thought I'd try and mess around with the supplements page to see if we can make it something like these. So here you go. Stay strong. So we've got slightly different look and feel here, but you do have to prompt it. One that I'll put up very quickly because we're interested in that is this guy, maybe.
By the way, I need to I need to run in 2 minutes.
Okay, then we'll go back to the.
Also, real podcasts don't end like that. Like, hey, look, I need to I need to go
I've
get
got to
my
go home
baby.
now. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can
We
hear
still have fun.
the. Oh, here you go.
Oh, that's
Right.
nicer. There you go.
Yeah. It's just still not finished building yet. So maybe what we'll do, because I can't show you around it right now, be interesting to see how the actual questions and the quiz works.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
true.
yeah, I mean, I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the bit that gave us the biggest challenge, didn't it? Was how the actual quiz worked and how it kind of some of the way the UX behaved.
Yeah.
Um,
So are you doing this on the previous, this is a new project on Replit. You're not adapting FoundFit.
no, no, I was
That's a bit
going
risky.
to.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
remix it
and
like a
it is
different
risky.
copy. Yeah.
Exactly. Um, so I think the oh, I can't do that, can I? The tip here is if you're going to use a design AI, you want to build the prototype in there first and then bring it to something like this. But to your point earlier, I do wonder whether there are better vibe coding tools than Replit if you're going to integrate it
Yeah.
with a design builder as well.
Yeah. It might be.
Um,
My co-founder recommended this Vercel V0. That
okay,
does
yeah.
similar things.
So,
I tried it very briefly, but we can try.
yeah, I think we should. So the guy who owns or built Aura. Weirdly, actually, he built it using vibe coding in the first place.
Nice.
He,
Another
yeah,
level of vibe
it's like,
coding. Yeah.
yeah, it's like,
He
so
probably knows a thing or two. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But he kept mentioning, I'll take the HTML and I'll put it into Lovable. So I do wonder if
Mm.
there are like
So it works
better
better with
suited.
Lovable.
Yeah, maybe,
Nice.
maybe.
Nice. That could be an
But yeah,
option
this is
for a
still
future
working.
podcast. Yeah.
It is, yeah. But I
Amazing. Cool.
suppose we've done a design in like 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
It
A
will
design
need
in
prompting
Figma.
and improving. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
liked the
took I
Figma
took
bit of
hours and
Stitch
hours.
actually.
You like what?
What you showed earlier, the
Yeah.
Figma files that I
Yeah.
liked that. Um,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
because the thing with Aura, it's sort of you can't click around it, so you can't see what else it's built. You just see like the
Yeah,
homepage
yeah.
or whatever
True,
component
true.
it's built. So,
In
but
companies that are not just like a podcast or a startup doing an MVP, I doubt that they're at the moment gonna use Replit. So what they probably do is they come up with a design. You can use like Stitch to kick it off and make some changes there, and then you share it with the
yeah,
development team, and the development team will use Cursor and AI to expand, but they won't use everything by coded. So for
yeah,
most development, this works, right?
yeah, yeah. I,
For
and
most
and I think,
professional development.
but that's it. But for me, it feels like anyone who's building an app that is maybe going to differentiate themselves in the form of design and UX is probably going to win. So you just need to take an extra 10, 15 minutes and create something that is not just stock template.
Exactly. Amazing.
Yeah.
We learned something new today.
Cool. We did. I'm going to keep playing with this for the next couple of weeks. So hopefully you'll see our apps change. Oh, hang
Amazing.
on. Oh, hang on. I might be able to show you just something very quickly.
Yeah.
Come on. It looked like it
And
finished.
the other missing part of this is the marketing automation, which Noor, our pod friend, is working on, and she will probably show us sometime in July because she's busy with our
Yeah.
stuff and we're traveling.
Pod friends. Right,
Pod
I'm going to show you this very
friend.
quickly and we'll say goodbye.
Amazing.
So I'm going to show you this and the screen. This guy. No, not that guy. He swore again then. Share something
Show the entire
else.
screen and then you can, unless if you have
Yeah,
something
there you go.
very private you don't want to show. There's a
No. So can you
quiz.
see it?
Yeah, so it's
So,
like a multiple, like a drop down.
yeah, you're all set. Start my journey. Generating your personal plan. Okay, so I haven't plugged in the API. Okay, progress checker. This is nice.
All right, that's
I
pretty
like
cool.
this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Coach
I,
chat.
I like the little lightning bolt with the contrast in the dark background. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Unable to generate plan.
Uh,
That's not a design problem. It's a coding.
yeah, so, yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah, okay. Cool.
Nice.
Nice. Well, there we go. We'd built something in half an hour or whatever we did,
Yeah, that's
um,
insane.
with a different design you usually get. Let's keep doing
Yeah,
that.
crazy.
Right.
All right. Thank
You
you,
go and
everyone.
enjoy yourself and see
Yeah,
you soon.
you too. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good one.